Clouds passing high over the 10th Avenue Bridge and the Mississippi River here in Minneapolis. A gorgeous scene. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Paul George.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
And the Clippers starting five. They've got Paul George. Marcus Morris is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Kennard in at the shooting guard position. And for Minnesota, we've got Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Edwards is out there with Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Culver in at the three, the small forward. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know. There's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
The shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And I love the way they just came right out at them in that game, determined to attack the rim.
You know, typically when you go that hard to the rack, you can make a living at the charity stripe, and that's exactly what happened. 3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for.
Leonard, up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their 4th try.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And the pass to Edwards. Good on the three-point shot.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Leonard looking over the floor.
Yet another miss, just 1 for 5, not exactly an ideal start.
Russell with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
In catch-and-shoot situations, you've got to be balanced and in control. Mr. Russell, well done.
Down low, here's Cousins. The shot will not fall. Towns with the defensive effort. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Marcus Morris picks one up there. The Timberwolves shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Two shots.
Free throw good, Edwards. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Now George, after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Russell finds Towns. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Nobody near Leonard. It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Culver. Now Towns. He's guarded by Cousins. From the wing. Towns, no luck.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge. Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Kicks it to Edwards. Takes a three. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, that's how you bring out the best in your teammates. Towns is a prolific scorer, but guess what? He'll find you if you're open.
Here's Leonard. The putback. Cousins on the follow.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now here's Towns. 17 points for him last game against the Lakers.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
Here's Cousins.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Launches a 3. Misses for the 5th time this game. Mark him at 1 for 6.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Towns, no luck.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made 1 basket in this period.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Here is Russell. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Russell against Morris.
Well, you have to want to be a good defensive player, and Marcus Morris has committed to being more effective and aggressive contesting shots. That's nice.
George, no good. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Shot from 16. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Culver. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach. So polished, so assertive down low. Karl Anthony Towns comfortable in this area.
Kennard finds Cousins. Now George. Here's Kennard. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. They get the rebound. Edwards can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. No good from Cousins. The Timberwolves shooting in the early going here. Pretty dreadful, 22%. Edwards passes to Towns. Shot on the wing. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Towns. Towns has got his 3rd assist on the night. The Clippers trail. George passes to Cousins. Back to George. Outside Leonard. Sinks the three-pointer. Leonard's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Here's Rubio. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shot clock at 5. For 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Cousins has got 5 rebounds tonight, and Leonard has it in the corner. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And stolen by Cousins. Here's George. Almost, but it rolls out. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Culver. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. George, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And Rubio kicks to Culver. Pass to Edwards. The 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Edwards got 13 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
Some changes for Minnesota. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Jake Layman comes in for Culver. And it's Beasley in for Edwards. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Batum comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Paul George. Here's Towns. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Minnesota's gone 4 of 7 from three-point range so far in the first. Here's Beasley. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. Rondo gets the bucket.
But you love it. DeMarcus Cousins drawing the defensive attention and still has the court awareness to make the play.
Rubio the pass to Towns. Beasley outside. Outside, Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Rondo kicks to Ibaka. Passes it to Cousins. Hands it from downtown. Cousins has got 5.
Well, dialing it up from distance, something we know DeMarcus Cousins has added to his bag.
Outside, Towns. And nothing is falling for him right now.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Rubio. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Beverly dishes to Cousins. Back to Beverly. 3-pointer. He doesn't hit that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Minnesota's head coach. I asked him about their offensive strategy given their 0-2 record against this team. He said, same as ever. Get to the rim. Pretty simple, Kevin, but with their athleticism and finishing ability, he clearly thinks it's their best option. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And that one's good. Cousins.
Well, you don't see him work the catch-and-shoot game often, but DeMarcus Cousins proving capable right there.
Outside, Towns. Back to Rubio. Over Rondo. Rubio missing again.
And he's still scoreless in the quarter. They might need to go to a plan B to help him get his confidence.
Outside Rondo. There's the pass to Ibaka. Over Towns. Ibaka, no luck. Now Beasley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
2.
Free throw drops in for Beasley. And both free throws good for Beasley. From deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, you want to see some more ferocity on the defensive end from D'Angelo Russell. Right there, he proves what a force he can be.
And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers lead by 6. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some off-season work he put in. Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers. Guys?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Minnesota, Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward. Clippers leading by 6. Beverly for 3. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Fires it up. Hernan Gomez, that's a 2-pointer. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Jackson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Gomez kicks to Russell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Guys, just incredible concentration from the crafty guard. D'Angelo Russell, tough to stop.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Easily in the post, guarded by Jackson. And the rejection by Cousins. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And there's no doubt that Karl Anthony Towns has taken a much bigger leadership role on this Minnesota team.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. Once the departure of Jimmy Butler was secured, then the leadership role squarely falls on the shoulders of Karl Anthony Towns. Now, his style is totally different. He wants to be a bit more encouraging, but there's no question. He's the best player. He's got to lead the charge.
And the first one drops.
In the summer of 2018, Karl Anthony Towns signing that 5-year, $158 million max contract.
Greg, given that he has a reputation of being frugal, that may last him a while. Consider after he was drafted. For a while, he didn't own a car. He actually walked around Minneapolis. Now, that could be a little cold in those chilly winter months. Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Ibaka finds Jackson. Another shot, and he lays it up and in.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Pass to Towns. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The free throw drops for Towns.
Well, he spent 1 year in college at Kentucky, yet Karl Anthony Towns has made such a smooth transition to the NBA. His ascension, guys, has been really remarkable.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Edwards is checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Paul George is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. No good on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Leonard against Hernan Gomez. Pass to Beasley from deep. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Los Angeles leading by 4. Out to the right wing. Beverly for 3. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Also looking it over. Puts one up from 19. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
Well, this is a main strength of D'Angelo Russell. When he gets room to shoot from the mid-range, there's no hesitation.
George, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Ibaka, that's short off the rim. Timberwolves trail by 5. Towns finds Russell. Back to Towns. Passes to Russell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Anthony Edwards.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
First free throw is good. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Now, here's George. He picked up 33 points in their last win against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
The shot comes out. Great D that time from Leonard. Everly with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Leonard inside. There's the triple. And it's Russell with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 5. All sorts of time, and the jumper falls for him. Russell's got 9 points in the quarter.
Wow, what a smooth-looking jumper. Russell right now showing he's confident and comfortable from any spot on the floor.
Outside, George drains the three-pointer. George has got 5 points so far.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
The pass to Culver. Towns against Ibaka. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Morris, no good off the front iron. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Hits the three-point bomb. 16 points for him.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
And it's George missing. Timberwolves trail by 3. Culver passes to Towns. Outside Russell. Over George. The rebound by Ibaka. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Unloads from 9. That one a little long. Minnesota's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Pass to Culver. Three-pointer. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And it's off from three-point range.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
And the dunk by Towns.
Well, there's a willingness to mix it up on the glass, and that's a big plus for Karl Anthony Towns.
And the Clippers call time here. Ricky Rubio checked in for D'Angelo Russell. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for George. In the corner, it's Morris. Bangs home the trifecta. Morris has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, this is why Mr. Morris is out there. The ability to drain the shot from long distance and spread the floor.
Pass to Towns. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now, here's Culver. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go.
Just a cold shooting night. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Fires from deep. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Here's Leonard. They get it back. Here's Morris. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. The shot by Culver. Nobody around. Buries the long-range jumper. Culver's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And Doris, with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, it's more than just stats. The guy is just so active when he's on the floor.
That's right, Greg. It's the hustle and the movement he plays with that are really the strengths. Only 6'6", but it feels like he can play above that size. Great energy guy to bring off the bench, and if you need him because of injuries or fill-in spots, he can start and be productive.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Here now, a very select group of players in the NBA. Big men who can step away from the bucket and hit the 3. Third is Marcus Morris. Karl Anthony Towns, 4th.
And the value of having a big man who can do what these guys can is that they draw bigger defenders out of the paint. You have to stay with them wherever they go.
You know, and that causes all sorts of matchup problems for an opponent. Just the threat of one of them getting hot from three-point range affects the defensive game plan.
Morris passes to Rondo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kennard for 3. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Over in the corner, Edwards. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
Now, here's Culver. 9 points last game out. Towns. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And Leonard gets it to go.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Rubio outside.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
First trip to the line for him here.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And the first one at the line is good.
How about Kawhi Leonard? How many guys in the history of their career can say, I was an NBA Finals MVP at 22 and then an NBA Finals MVP at 27. Simply incredible.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Towns. Jake Layman comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Malik Beasley in for Edwards. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Here's Rubio, past to Hernangomez. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists in the game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Cousins dishes to Leonard. To the inside. Offensive rebound. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Leonard's got 19 points.
Well, an all-star willing to do all kinds of dirty work on the offensive end. Kawhi mixing it up.
Here's Rubio. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking out open shots, my ball handling, and make a good.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They have a nice 7-point lead. Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well, the perimeter shooting is the reason they're ahead. I think we'll probably see more of that in the second half, especially if they can stay hot. Man, that's so hot. I got to take my suit off.
Kenny, let's get your input on the Timberwolves.
They need to make major adjustments on the offense. Whatever their game plan was going into this game, scrap it. It's not been effective. The shots they were taking were not good shots. They need to find a way to spring guys open where they can shoot a better percentage.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
We've played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's George in at the point. Now here's Edwards. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Cousins, no one around him, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Fast break, here they come. Culver with it. George picks him up. Culver kicks to Russell. Pass to Culver. From the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Morris, left side. To the middle. Here's Cousins. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, terrific effort by Towns. Sticks with the play and sends it back.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
2.
That free throw good from Cousins.
Well, you think back to DeMarcus Cousins' career. Because of his skill set on the low block, he has spent a lot of time at the foul line.
And Cousins drops them both. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Russell with it. To the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. Towns in the corner. Here's Culver. Misses the 3.
And they continue to control the glass.
Cousins with another miss.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Kennard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Marcus Morris is a guy who is unafraid of a little contact. That's a nice play right there.
For Los Angeles, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. Free throw good from Morris.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch 4.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Edwards. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Here's Russell. That shot off. Excellent D there from George.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
George finds Leonard. Here's Morris. That shot no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Here's Culver. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Well, you take advantage of a too eager defender. Jarrett Culver anticipating the contact. Nicely done.
And standing 6'7", Jarrett Culver with great positional size at that combo guard position.
You know what, Greg? He has drawn some parallels to Karis LeVert with his frame. And obviously similar styles, too. Both guys very fluid off the dribble.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Well, the versatility of Jarrett Culver, I think, offers a glimpse into what his future can be. This guy is a strong wing player with a drive to get better.
And the Clippers making a change here. Beverly's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Los Angeles leading by 10. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And let's go now to the rookie watch. For the past month, these have been the most productive NBA rookie scores. Anthony Edwards on top.
And those numbers have started to set him apart offensively from most of the other rookies in the league.
The first one falls.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Both free throws good from Beverly.
And we know Patrick Beverly is one of those guys you love having him on your team. But if you're an opponent, you absolutely despise this guy's toughness and the way he embraces the defensive end of the floor. Patrick Beverly has dug it out of the dirt and created a great career.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Now here is George. He has 5. Cousins the pass to George. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got his 3rd assist on the night.
But you love how Paul George gets his feet under him first on these catch and shoot. His pre-shot routine is so important.
And it's Towns missing. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Are you kidding me? DeMarcus Cousins, my goodness, go ahead.
The Clippers haven't made a mistake at the line yet, 10 of 10. And the Clippers making a change here. Rondo's checked in. And here's Russell. 12 points for him. Over in the corner, Edwards. And he's good on the 3-ball. Edwards got 24.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Clippers moving the ball around. Here's George. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Russell. Outside, Towns. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Rondo passes to Beverly. Here's George. Nice D from Russell. Inside, Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
How about the aggressiveness of Rondé Hollis Jefferson? Go to work, young man.
In the corner, Kennard with it. A 3-pointer is right on target. Kennard's got 6 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Minnesota calls timeout. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Malik Beasley comes in for Culver. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Edwards. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Well, Patrick Beverly puts in the time to become a legit threat from range.
The pass to Towns. Over Cousins. And it's Towns missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boogie Cousins understands how to catch defenders out of position and get to the free throw line. Nicely done.
He is 3 for 3 for the free throw line.
Two shots.
First free throw is good.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Jake Layman's checked in for the Timberwolves. The Clippers also making some changes. Batum comes in for Luke Kennard, and it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Second free throw, no good. Timberwolves trail by 13. On its way from Beasley for 2. Another miss by Minnesota. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And the rejection by Towns. Hernan Gomez finds Rubio. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice. That's a finish for the purists out there. The lightest of touches on the finger roll.
Now here's Beasley. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Will it go? Fires for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Beasley's got 5.
Well, Ricky Rubio has defined point guard vision. He can see the floor so beautifully.
Rondo passes to Cousins.
I see him.
Shoots over Towns. Again, Los Angeles. So it's Rubio bringing it up for Minnesota. It's Beasley on the wing. Off target from outside. Clippers leading by 14. Ibaka with the ball. Beasley covering. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on the fast break chance. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Back to Ibaka. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Rubio misses.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Rondo passes to Cousins. And the rejection by Towns. Towns is doubled. Here's Layman. No good with the triple. And Los Angeles guys shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Outside Jackson. Pass to Cousins. From past the arc. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
5, 3.
Ricky Rubio picks one up.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
3 shots.
The free throw drops for Jackson. Minnesota making a switch here. Edwards is checked in, and a switch here also for the Clippers. Leonard's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3. Timberwolves trail by 19. Here's Rubio. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Towns dishes to Beasley. And stolen by Cousins. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Pulls up. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And Rubio kicks to Towns. Passes it to Beasley. Outside, Towns. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Clippers leading by 19. Ibaka for three. Rubio with the rebound. And there's the pass to Beasley. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. LA's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And he makes that one. Leonard's got 21 in the game.
Listen, Kawhi Leonard has built his game brick by brick. You want him to score on the interior? No problem.
Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Rondo with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
Now here's Towns. He's got 15. Kicks it out to Rubio. Towns up top. And stolen by Cousins. Jackson has the open look. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 6 assists now in the game. Jackson against Rubio. Ball's knocked loose. Rondo with the steal. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. And the rejection by Towns.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Oh, that's a strong finish. And Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Towns. Here's George. Here's Ibaka. Banked in off the glass. Ibaka's got 6 points.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Edwards. Then it's Ricky Rubio. Then there's Towns, and it's Beasley in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Kept alive. Here's Towns, and it's blocked by Ibaka. And he gets it back. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
And in last year's playoffs, we saw zone defense turn the tide in certain games. And Doris, we know when executed well, they can throw an offense completely out of rhythm.
Kevin, I'm going to go back a step further to the Toronto Raptors championship 2 years ago, where they throw a box and one, a triangle and two, and multiple zone looks that helps them win a championship. Look no further than Miami's deep run in last year's playoffs. Listen, that can change the whole rhythm of a game. It can force an offense to start second-guessing itself. When you can change the rhythm, the tempo, and mix looks and force a team to think and really operate under duress, it only helps you win ball games.
Culver's checked in for Minnesota. And George drops them both.
Well, you love the energy out there. Paul George is an extremely confident, extremely versatile player, and he brings a great level of activity to both ends.
Now here's Towns. Up top, Edwards, covered by Morris. Here's Hollis Jefferson, and it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, the length of Kawhi Leonard twice on the pipes with that 7'3" wingspan.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Towns is doubled. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Right side, George. Lets it go with a three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Culver kicks to Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Leonard against Edwards. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Now, here's Rubio. Pass to Edwards to stop the run. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. He was all alone on that one. 26 points for Leonard.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. And here's Culver. 5 to shoot. No good off the back of the rim.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And then for the Clippers, Patterson, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Batum comes in for Leonard. And it's Kennard in for George. Free throw good, Serge Ibaka.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the three ball.
They get it again. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim, he ends a huge run by the Clippers.
Batum scanning the floor. And stolen by Russell. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Outside Jackson. That one good for two. Jackson's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Ibaka against Davis. Now the pass to Balmora. Shot clock at 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Nicholas Batum. And with small ball catching on, it's the rare team, Doris, that looks to go big and play bully ball. Why hasn't that approach been more popular?
Well, to me, Kevin, the NBA game is one that's in constant evolution. So right now the emphasis is three-point shooting, free throw opportunities, and restricted area opportunities. That seems to be the most efficient way to play the game of basketball. On the defensive end, what that requires is positionless players, guys in the post who can guard the perimeter, switchability. All the versatility you can bring to bear on the defensive end is significant, and so that's why bully ball becoming harder and harder to play in today's NBA.
Now, here's Batum. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on an 18-4 run right now. It's Jackson with the drive. Can't connect from short range. Minnesota shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there. Well, the pandemic impacting earnings all over the NBA, Doris. The pain is felt, we think, most keenly by small market teams.
Across the board, Kevin, there are economic realities that the pandemic has forced NBA teams to look at. But always, those small market teams depend on revenue sharing to compete. So now attendance is compromised and their ledger is affected even more. This is going to be interesting to see how this affects roster composition. Boy, we've got a lot of questions to be answered.
So it's the Timberwolves now, after the miss from Reggie Jackson. Pass to Layman. Davis up top. Zubac's defending. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Doris, as we've seen, NBA players are becoming more vocal on social issues, and some will say, keep politics out of sports. Should the NBA and should all sports leagues be worried about that backlash?
Kevin, one of the things I admire most about the NBA is its commitment to the causes it believes in. And whether we are talking about the mental health issues of some of their players or the current situation in the country, the NBA's commitment to supporting equality and social justice is admirable. What is controversial about equality and social justice for all? Nothing. I admire their commitment. They're on the right track.
So he comes up empty at the line. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Back to Patterson. Pass to Kennard. Zubac's with it. Back to Kennard.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Here's Layman. To the wing right side. Now here's McDaniels. Defended by Batum. Davis on the follow.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now Kennard. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Here's Layman. Rebound by the Clippers. Now here's Patterson. Passes to Kennard. Back to Patterson. Zubac's trying to break loose. Patterson can't get it to go.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's stolen. And here we go. Timberwolves shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. And again, the turnover by the Timberwolves. The league's long-distance Bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
You look at George. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be part of the three-point festivities on All-Star Weekend, but, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
And it's the Clippers with the ball, following the three by Minnesota. Kennard for three. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Patterson with it. The pass to Zubac. And Batum kicks to Jackson. Misses off the right iron. Minnesota with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. And here's Rondo. Here's Zubac. And they pick up two. Zubac has got his first points of the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now, here's McDaniels. Here's Rondo. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over McDaniels. And they get it back. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
And Rondo really more creative than given credit. Just has that knack for making defenders have to foul.
First one falls for him. And Rondo drops them both.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
Okogie, the pass to Davis. Here's Layman. Pocket six to the middle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
No good on the free throw. He's off on the second. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Rondo kicks to Leonard. Over Davis. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Leonard's got 7 now in this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Yeah, easy call.
And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Rondo. Not a lot of room. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, Kawhi Leonard starting to percolate, guys. You may want to start checking this guy.
Pass to Layman. Davis against Zubac. Davis, the pass to Layman. Back to Davis. Here's Okogie. Tries again. It's hauled in by Zubac. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Clippers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for DeMarcus Cousins.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Okogie for three, and no good that time. So the Clippers winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.